Welcome to this week's episode of the Sketchy People podcast. Hey, today we got a full house almost.
Yeah.
Today to my right, directly to my right, is James Tolbert.
Oh, hey, buddy. Thank you for that handshake you're giving me right now with your left hand towards my right. Hey, it's James Tolbert. Follow me on Twitter at James Tolbert. I do graphic design commissions. See you around. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Later. Directly left of James is Asha.
Good morning.
Wouldn't it be you?
Nope.
Nah.
We're constantly moving here.
No, I won't be next.
It's a carousel.
Okay. Hello, I'm Asha and I like to doodle.
Nice.
Hi, Asha. Hanging directly above Asha is NeverPaint.
Oh, I'm a spider person.
He's my pet spider.
That's his gimmick.
You sure
I
is spider.
shoot strings, I eat flies and mosquitoes.
Savior of New York.
He's just hanging out. He's just there.
Just hang
I like
around.
keeping him around the house because he's like a cat that eats all of the pests, but also he's very scary. So when the burglars come in, they run away.
They see a spider and they go, oh shit, no, I can't leave.
Hanging off of one of NeverPaint's legs is Seika.
Hey everyone, it's Seika too. Strong fucking spider.
It's not any bigger
Or
than a
tiny
normal
fucking
spider.
Seika.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe I'm that petite that a spider can hold me.
I mean, with the diagram that NeverPaint of you, you are pretty small, so it makes sense. Remember
I
that?
mean, if we're comparing like name lengths as if they were penis lengths right here, then NeverPaint's current name, which is just spider emoji, would probably lose out and be the smallest one of them all.
Point at him,
So in
point at
terms
him
of
and
relative
laugh.
size,
Wait, does that mean I'm the
Point at
biggest?
spider.
yes, you
Dang
always
it.
have been.
Woo!
Yep.
The biggest baby in town.
Yeah, and directly to James's right is Graf.
Hello, everybody.
I didn't realize that we haven't finished the introduction yet.
I kept cutting in with random unfunny jokes. I'm sorry.
It does
Noodle is
take a
also
while.
here.
Hey, what's up? I'm actually here. I didn't have work today. What's up?
Nice.
Yeah.
Today's Workers' Day here. Is
Hey,
that
same.
over there as well?
Yeah.
No,
Awesome.
no.
You can't have the same Workers' Day because that's a Communist Day or something.
Today is Internationaler Kampftag der Arbeiterklasse.
Did you just cast a spell on me?
Also, it's my dad's birthday.
He's cast a spell on me since we first met, Noodle.
He's been weaving a tale that is our
Hell
friendship.
yeah.
I've never heard of Workers' Day, actually. It must not be an American thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like Labor Day, but we do it on like a different day.
Oh,
yeah,
Labor Day,
it's
hell
just
yeah,
Labor Day.
salute.
It's just
Yeah.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
Can I get a 07 in chat for Labor Day and an American flag? Yeah, I've never heard of it. I just happened to be off today because I worked an extra day last weekend.
I see.
Yeah.
Nice to
So,
have you.
Congrats.
yeah, and I did a fun little stream this morning. Shout out to some of the SPP members that happened to be there at the time.
It was real
Nice
comfy
job,
stream.
everybody that was there.
Yeah, good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was fun. Drawing more palms. I'm still drawing palms. I said I was drawing palms like a month ago? I don't know. It's still happening.
Aren't you like not even halfway done?
I'm
halfway
getting
palm?
I'm getting close. I'm at 15 out of 100.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, they're all really cute, so...
Yeah, I really like your palms. Palm is my favorite.
Wait, what's
I'm so
the
glad
goal?
you're not drawing Lilith anymore. In fact, you should never draw Lilith again. Just draw
No.
But no.
No, but
But
no,
she
no,
smokes.
that's
Wrong.
my wife.
I love her. How dare you?
But she
You need
smokes.
to bow.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't
smoke.
care.
Well, I actually don't smoke. But yeah.
Pom Pom is better for the environment. I've made my case.
Wait, you
But
guys are happy.
Lilith is relatable, you know?
I think
I like them
James
both.
James
They
is
only
probably
work
right.
as a duo.
Because when Pom Pom will probably disintegrate at some point, but Lilith is like probably like a piece of plastic floating in the ocean forever.
Pom Pom will probably disintegrate at some point.
Yeah, like,
I don't know what you mean by this.
I mean, like everything, like things that are meant to like.
I get it.
Okay, cool.
Buy Pom and lip stickers from the link in the description right now.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, check out Newdlebomb stickers.
But
By the way, complete left turn, but I've been meaning to ask you this, NeverPaint. Fucking, when's Neverforest, like, what stage of production is it? I know your hand was bad. I know
James,
you were
didn't you
really messed
listen
up,
to the
but...
previous episode of the Sketchy
No.
People podcast?
I haven't. I edited it, but that doesn't mean I had to listen to it.
Damn.
can I? Nah, never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna tell the editor to do something, but the issue is I'm pretty sure the editor doesn't listen to everything that is requested sometimes.
But I'm
I do
here.
because I do the show notes. I can I can force him to
But
do
Noodle,
shit.
I'm here. I can just remember.
Oh, I guess. Well, I bet you could, but I wouldn't even want to put that on you because I wouldn't even remember if I were the editor, honestly.
Okay.
But yeah.
Anyway, NeverPaint.
Yeah, James,
About Neverforest. I made
Neverforest
you fucking
is-
logos. I want to see them in action.
Well, it's gonna take a while.
I want love
it's
to
in-
mug me.
It's in storyboard mode. Asha's having storyboards. Has been having me for the past few weeks.
Oh,
Because my hand
sick.
was bad, and so I
Oh.
was like writing script and dialogue, and then we drew stuff together in voice call. And yeah, I think I'm soon gonna be. I'm easing back into drawing right now. I made my first drawing
Awesome.
like yesterday. And then
Yeah,
I'm
I saw it.
gonna-
That's why I wanted to ask you.
gonna get back into like drawing that stuff soon, but it's gonna take a while because I also. But the initial plan was to do all that stuff in the 2 months I had off before university started again. Then my hand was bad, and now university had started again. So I have tons
Nice.
of homework too.
Oh.
So it's gonna take, I don't know, till the end of the semester probably, like 2 months, 3 months maybe. But
Okay.
I'm gonna make some promo art with your logo sooner. Definitely.
Yay! I'm just excited. I'm just
that-
excited to see you use it.
It's great.
Thank you. You were gonna say something, Noodle?
I was just gonna say. Now I see why you asked. But yeah, now that James is basically part of the project, you're obligated. NeverPaint. You have to. It's
Yeah.
not-
Now you're committed.
You're carrying that
to your,
weight.
to your stakeholder, which has a, to your largest stockholder of your company, which is Neverforest.
Yeah, you're eating for more than just one now. NeverPaint.
I know. Speaking of working with people. Wait, what do you mean?
He means that I'm your baby. And
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
need you to feed
But
me.
if I'm a spider, wouldn't I have like 500 babies that I carry on my back?
I just said you're
Yeah.
eating for
No,
more
Even
than
more
one.
responsibility.
No.
I'm just the one you need. I'm the only one you
Wait,
need.
no, we're
No,
All the
it
going.
other
just
babies
means
are
that
dead.
Asha's huge PP got you pregnant. That's all it means.
Damn.
Damn.
Asha's my mom? That puts
Asha's-
a lot of stuff into perspective.
Yes. So yeah.
I'm terrified by many things in this conversation. Speaking of working with
Yeah.
people, wasn't that like a topic?
There's some sort of topic.
Yeah, we were going to talk about working with people today.
Yes.
Guys, do you ever work with people? Have you
Yeah.
ever worked with another person to make, a community
I mean-
project such as a podcast?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I would never work with people.
Guys,
I don't usually
I'm with
work with
NeverPaint.
people in general.
You guys,
I
James, you
guess
just asked.
this project is like an exception. But yeah, I'm usually a lone wolf kind of person.
yeah,
Because
you do seem
otherwise
like
I get
one,
highly
Seika.
frustrated with people when they don't do what they what they have to do.
You just asked a bunch of artists if they work with people. I mean, I have, but I hate it. I hate working with people.
Really?
Literally,
I don't-
all know each
I
other.
don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's just I I am an artist. Like, I'm definitely an artist type, because when it comes to working with people, when things don't get done by somebody else that's out of my control, I just want to implode because there's nothing I can do about it. But that's just a skill I have to develop. Like, because it's not in my personality type to naturally be into that kind of thing, like dealing with other people. I've always been a bit of a loner person. I take after Seika.
But Noodle, if you're able to communicate properly what you want and find a partner that can understand what you're talking about and deliver in a way that you enjoy, wouldn't that be satisfying for you?
No, because
do you want total control?
Yes.
Yes.
You just gotta direct
yes.
something.
I feel the opposite. For me, it's really satisfying to try and work out how to put into words and communicate with another person and then build something together. Every commission I've done for graphic design has basically been that. It's been communicating with the client, asking the right questions to figure out what they want and expect from me.
Communicating with the client is not working together. It's a different thing.
Yes,
I do that all the time.
Wait,
at least for design, it's building a brand
but like,
together.
Here's the thing, James. The difference. I don't mind working in groups of people in projects or whatever, as long as like there's someone else who's actually taking care of scheduling everything.
Right.
And like there's good communication and everyone is like, yeah, let's do this thing, and everyone does what they have to do because it motivates me to do my own thing. But the second nobody else is on that role, I feel the pressure to be that bitch, and I get frustrated super easily because I feel like nobody listens to me and I want to strangle them and kill them.
It's not that you don't like working with other people, you just don't like working in unorganized teams, and I don't think there's anybody who enjoys that. So
I know so many people who are like, super like, easygoing, and they don't mind as long as, if there's no deadline or anything, they're okay with taking their time and being relaxed and everything. And that doesn't work for me at all because I have to plan around the other things I have to do.
That's also not how you finish projects. That's not how you finish projects.
Well, it just feels like you've worked with some people that weren't that great at working in groups.
It's not that even that, like, no one likes when it happens, but the thing is, it's a preference thing. Like, because it's frustrating when you want to work with stuff with people, but some people just lean toward, if I don't have to deal with that, I just won't. But some, like, I'm the same way. When people don't do what they need to, I will just be like, hey guys, I'm about to blow a gasket. Can we do what we're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, that's definitely how I feel. That's why I got really frustrated the other day.
I'm sorry.
When I was like, that's why I felt frustrated the other day when I was trying to like schedule things and I didn't schedule them properly, but then I didn't get an answer and I got really mad because I was like, even if I did it wrong, nobody answered in the first place. I just sometimes feel like this responsibility to keep the group going if we're working in a group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I completely agree with you and Seika, but I usually start off the group by taking that role myself because I don't like to wait for other people to do it a lot of the time. I don't know.
I feel like
I usually prefer to just take that role.
That's the difference between you and me. I do it when no one else is doing it because I don't like to do it on the first place, and it frustrates me to no end. So,
can I speaking of, here's a live example of what happened before. That was my fault.
Oh no.
NeverPaint just dropped a hot little reminder of what was going on for a year. NeverPaint, is that right?
Maybe half a year.
Somewhere around there. He's just sent me this message, and I just like got PTSD.
I was about to say if that was what he was referring to.
The fucking passive aggressive emoji.
Daily reminder of drawing Tom.
Like, I'm not a NeverPaint. I'm not somebody. I get like frustrated. I do my best not to blow up. I don't really blow up on people, but bless NeverPaint. He's one of the people who definitely is like, oh, I just need to go remind people to do what they need to do, and
that's what I learned. I didn't do that for the longest time, and then I just noticed that nothing gets done if you don't direct message people every day.
Oh no!
That's what I'm learning in my current job, actually. Because like I'm taking.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up exactly. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, it's super stressful. People don't like me, But I'm at the point where I'm like, I do not care. Like, do your job. I will kick your ass. Okay, I don't do physical violence. But it's like we got to do stuff. The issue is, I'm in a place where if things are wrong in my current job, the boss comes down on me, on Noodle.
Of course, it's your responsibility.
Yeah, so it's my
as a manager.
Yeah. Am I recording? Yes. So.
Oh no.
Sorry, I just wanted to double check. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, it's. I'm learning this as well. Is what I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. Stressful thoughts.
It's definitely something that I learned when I did my last job, where I was also a manager, and it suddenly was put into a situation where if I didn't tell people what to do, the negative consequences would not affect them, but would affect me. So it really puts you in a position where you're like forced to get the thing done or die. Yeah. And it really makes you take the initiative and try to order people around and not just passively wait for them to figure out how to do the right thing. If it seems like they're not doing the right thing, just go and explain it to them. It's probably faster that way.
Yeah.
You know.
You avoid you avoid a lot of like damage by doing that.
Yeah.
Just being brutally honest for like once, and then everything runs smoother in the end.
Yeah.
That's one of the really important things. Don't fuck around too long. It will hurt you. And in a team, if you're in a team, there's nobody who isn't affected if you fuck up.
Yeah, I guess I like working on teams as long as there's a Kanamori just wrangling my ass and getting me to do shit.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer that.
That's the general problem I've run into, especially in university. I have to act like the Kanamori when I would love to be the Asakusa instead. But because everybody around me is too much of an Asakusa, I have to be the Kanamori, even though I don't want to.
Are we talking about Isaacin?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just not a spoiler. You just
that dynamic is clear from like the first scene.
Okay, fine.
See the designs and you immediately get it.
Yeah, you can tell.
You just look at the character designs and you're like, oh, I understand what these characters are in their entirety.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm the small one. Am I the small one? I want to be the small one.
Yeah, I'm the small one too. High five.
Nice. High five, small ones.
I feel like I'm all three of them.
Low five, guys. Low five.
Low five? Oh yeah.
No.
Because we're small ones.
You're Cinnamon-chan. You're the audio girl that just like passively observes them and then puts her ear to the ground to figure out sound effects and like touches the grass and shit. That's you.
Oh, I think I know what that one is. Spoilers, by the way. I need to watch it already.
Yeah, watch it.
It's
such a good
It's like
time.
a 2-episode show. Come on.
What do you?
It's it's a show exactly about what we're
right.
talking today.
Yeah. Anyone have any like interesting stories that comes with like working with people or just blowing up stories? I hate them.
So, I was working on like a 1.5 minute short film last year, together with a classmate, and it was really interesting because he's one of these people who work really well, but only in the last week before the deadline. And I'm the kind of guy who just does a little work like the whole time, so I don't.
A consistent boy.
Yeah.
Good.
I try to work more consistently because I know I'm gonna die otherwise. And
Smart.
I think the weekend before the deadline, I think it was even the night before the deadline. He still hadn't finished his part, and I just got on Discord and had to bully him into finishing it.
Hell yeah.
What did you
It
do?
was a really intense night.
That sounds way too soft for what was actually happening.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Dang.
Like bully him into doing it. You probably had to yell at him pretty badly.
No. I just had to like keep reminding him, do this, do that, do this, do that, like actively instead of like just telling him finish the thing. I had to tell him this scene is still missing, and in this scene you got to do this.
Yeah.
But he did it, and it looks great. He's good. He's good.
Well,
I mean, I
all's
relate.
well that ends well.
Yeah.
Breaking down the tasks into like manageable chunks is pretty important for stuff like this.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I relate to that guy or girl. I don't know who you're talking about.
It's a guy.
But like, I relate to that guy because that's how I work for myself when I'm on my own. But if I'm working with other people, I can't help but get my shit done instantly.
That's a good
I'm
habit.
always scared of like delaying everything for being an idiot. So yeah.
Yeah. You don't wanna delay the whole production without having a good excuse. That's you just feel bad yourself.
Yeah.
That's
Oh god, I'm getting flashbacks of my final project from last semester. Oh god, those were hell.
Aw,
it's just like
it's okay.
these days where you have like 5 projects to turn in the next week and a half, and they're all they seem so insurmountably big, and one mistake in one of them can cost you so much time for the rest. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I was in charge of like programming a wood cutting machine to cut the right parts for a piece of furniture, and they fucked it up 3 times in a row and wasted like €100 and hours and hours and hours of work, and I was just like not sleeping for like I would spend the week, and maybe 3 nights of that week I just wouldn't sleep because I was working on shit. Getting PTSD from that and my job, and working in groups is terrible, guys. Working bad. Don't work.
Yeah, it's not the with people part; it's the work part. You gotta get rid of that thing.
Yeah, it's just like hang out and have fun with people. That sounds way better.
Yeah.
And work alone. Yeah.
Yes. A dream.
I specifically remember we had 1 day to finish an entire project, and I had to go to the Korean embassy that morning to get my Korean visa for my trip this year that was going to happen. So I went to get my visa and then rushed to the complete opposite side of Madrid, got there a little late, and just spent like maybe a total of 12 hours until that night just working on this one project with 5 other people, trying to rush it out of the door, while I had to finish a different project on my own time because I had my bag stolen, and I had to restart that project.
Oh no,
So
I remember that.
I was finishing a project of mine at the same time as helping each other finish our group project, and I didn't, like, I couldn't I couldn't do a good enough job on either of them, and they ended up being 2 of my weaker projects this semester, just because I didn't have enough time to fully dedicate to either of them, and I just felt terrible for all of my teammates, because I can tell that I'm going to go back next semester, and they're just not going to want to work with me, because I fucked them over by also having this other project, and not being able to help them as much as I would like. It's heartbreaking to even think about.
But it wasn't really your fault.
Well, it was in the sense that I could have potentially finished that other project before I was locked into finishing that one with them on the last day. But due to how it played out and how much time the other projects took, that just didn't end up happening. But I mean, ideally I would have finished the other project before working with them. Either way, it was my responsibility to work with them that day, and I had to split my attention between 2 things, and I still feel bad.
Dang.
That story wasn't very interesting. Sorry for rambling for a while. Somebody else pick it up.
Bro, working with people, pretty bad. Sorry, you go. Sorry.
The arts universities you guys go to are like a completely different experience than mine, because we also do a bunch of group projects in English and in education, in the studies and in art, but it's always everyone just wants to like put in the most minimal effort and just try to wing it.
Every time you talk about your schooling, it sounds like you're in possibly the worst environment you could possibly be.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's good.
But
I'm glad.
Buddy, sit still. I was about to do that, Seika. I was about to make an impression of you going, Buddy, sit though.
Oh no, I'm predictable.
It's fine. Everybody remembers catchphrases.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad that it gives me more time to work on my private project.
I mean, that's
fair.
That's good in your case, but it's still an unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I guess it comes with the program because
It's just that I'm
it's
in
for
a
art
very big
teachers.
university with a lot of students, and the professors don't really care about like quality that much because kind of you've fulfilled the requirements. You're gonna pass. That's fine.
That's a good way to think about
You're
it.
just teaching
It's
art.
just-
It's not that
it's-
important that you're good at art.
It's not about
Nah, it's not.
it's not about
necessarily
passing
hard.
or not though. It's about learning skills that are useful to you personally through what you're studying. Like the reason I have classes in which I have like almost a perfect grade and classes in which I have a passing grade is because there's classes that I really care about that are very important to me, and I just want to learn as much as possible out of those classes.
Yeah.
And then there's classes like material chemistry that I'm never gonna fucking pay attention to once I'm out of university.
You see, I
So I'm
have
just gonna
mostly
do the bare
material
minimum.
chemistry classes.
No. Well, this is
And-
what I meant.
And the more interesting parts are the internships where I actually go into
Right.
schools and like
Yeah.
do actual work stuff and learn from people who work there.
That's fair.
And the rest is a lot of useless stuff. Sometimes interesting, but yeah.
I have about a 60-40 split. I usually have like 3 subjects that I really fucking love and 2 that are not that great, but I get by.
And that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's the nature of being in a degree that spans every branch of design. You know, I don't want to build furniture. I don't want to do. I don't want to build like products and hair combs and nail polish. But I'm interested in marketing. I'm interested in graphic design, and a lot of the classes are about that. So I'm just gonna. I just enjoy those. So who else has a horror story about working with people and fucking up or getting
Seika,
fucked over?
can you tell that story about the bird?
Oh, but that's not a teamwork story.
It's
I mean, kind of,
It's the
but no.
teamwork stuff.
it actually has nothing to do with this topic. It's just I just can't stop thinking about it. It's really funny.
Tell us the bird story.
Okay, lifter.
This has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with anything.
This is a story I told earlier, Noodle on his stream, I think. But
Yeah, you
like,
did.
when I was a child, when I was like 5 years old, I was like
Impossible.
home alone with my sister, and my mom was like grocery shopping, and we found on our backyard a tiny baby bird that I don't remember the species in specific, but it was super small. And it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep this bird and we're gonna like nurse it back to health, and it's gonna be great, and he's gonna learn to fly, and he's gonna live a happy life.
He died.
Wait for it, James. It's not that simple.
Oh.
So we
It's
had
not
it for
that
like
simple.
we had it for like an hour, and we were like just taking care of it.
Dies in an
My,
hour.
no, James, just wait. It's even worse than that.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're gonna.
And my mom came back from grocery shopping, and we told her what happened, and she was like, "Oh, the parents of the baby are probably looking for it, so let's go put it outside on like the wall that divides the house from the neighbor's house.
Opens
so it's like
window,
up in the
chucks
air."
bird out of the window full speed.
James, stop interrupting.
I'm sorry.
So she was like, "Oh yeah, but let's put it on this elevated spot so their parents can come and pick him up." And we were like, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I want to see the parents pick up the baby." So my sister and I went to hide behind a tree, and my mom went and put the bird on top of the wall and came with us so we could all watch it together happen. Which, side note, now that I'm grown up, I know that that's not how birds work at all. So
Why did your mom think that's how birds worked?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe she just
But
didn't want
the
to
funny
do it.
part
Just
is
gonna
that as
carry
soon as
on.
my mom arrived behind the tree with us, a huge predator bird, like a bird of prey, came down and fucking destroyed the bird on top of the wall.
Oh no,
And my sister and I just cried for hours over the bird.
that sounds
That is-
traumatizing.
Okay,
It's the
first
story of
all-
the first animal I saw die with my own eyes.
First of all, that's like fascinating that you had like the luck that in that second, like a predator bird.
No, that's the
just
thing.
came down.
The house
The luck.
where I grew up, there's a bunch of birds of prey. This specific Argentinian bird of prey that's kind of like an eagle. They are called chimangos. They are brown. They have red eyes. They are sick, but they're always like circling around in the sky, just looking for opportunity. So
if you trip and fall over, then you're dead. In Argentina,
I mean,
you're
they
just dead.
not really. They just
If
feel
you're a
like
small
if you
bird,
have a
maybe.
really really small poodle, maybe they will try to kill it. But they all
That's terrible.
yes, they steal chickens and shit. But like
They steal chickens.
yeah,
You see,
No,
I
that's
expected-
actually
it's
pretty
just
cool.
really funny in hindsight. But
I expected the story to end with the bird just like falling off the wall and dying.
That's what I
James-
was thinking.
James, do you remember when I had that pool party on this summer? That I
Yeah, the
posted
one
that?
with the solar beams that nuked your HP and killed you if you were in the sun.
Yes. Do you remember the gif I posted of the bird eating the piece of bread? I chuck at it.
Oh yeah, I do remember that guy.
Well,
he
that's
was very funny.
It was one of those.
Damn.
It's
Okay.
just
So in the summertime, you not only have to deal with like death beams from the air, you also have monsters that spawn and swoop in and eat your bread. Like,
Yeah.
Argentina
And your
is so
toes.
dangerous. There's so many environmental hazards.
it's
Yeah,
it's
one
so
time
funny.
on my backyard, same house, the house I grew up in, there was
The house of horrors.
a big fucking lizard. They show up on my backyard and we don't know where it came from.
And then a bird came down and
Hell.
ate it.
and then the bird
And
was
then a
eaten by a
lizard showed up and
snake.
ate the bird.
The snake was eaten by a bigger bird.
It's-
Fun times.
It's so funny that like she puts it down, she walks away, and just immediately just gets attacked.
It really is like out of like an adult cartoon or something.
Yeah.
Like the comedic timing of that.
Oh. No,
Teamwork, guys.
that's a story of bad leadership in a team project. You know,
yeah.
Project
made
is
the
a
wrong
family.
decision, and it affected everybody. It even cost
There's
them.
emotional stress. And go on.
There's so many stories of me and my sister finding baby bears and them getting like unfortunate accidents. Now that I think about it.
Wait, there's
But
more than one.
Didn't you guys like by the time you found the fifth baby bird, just thought to yourselves, maybe we should just leave this one here. Maybe
That's the
maybe
thing
it's
in
better
my
if we don't
house.
pick it up.
And then a
We-
bird came and ate it.
That's the thing. It's cursed and damned, and it's gonna die either way. So might as well try, I guess.
Oh,
But like, another time we found like a baby pigeon. Sorry for derailing the podcast, by the way, but we found
No,
a
I
baby
love
This
pigeon.
is completely
I
fine.
love
And we
these.
had it for like a couple days, and we fed it, and it was great, and it was learning to fly, and it was amazing. And at that time, we had a cat, dog, two ducks,
no!
and other random
Wait.
pets that don't matter.
You had 2 ducks.
Yes, but the funny part is that we were teaching the bird to fly, and all our pets are always super mild-mannered around us. So we were like, yeah, we can do this. Like, there's no problem. We don't need to take any precautions. And like, the bird, the baby pigeon, just flew from my sister's hand, landed on the floor. The cat came, fucking bite the shit out of it. We were.
no.
Oh,
Well, I
we took
have
the bird
seen-
away from the cat. The bird like walked a little. The dog came, bit, like the half of the bird off, and then the fucking ducks came and like peck at it. Just for to spite.
Oh my god.
It's a 3-hit combo. Oh my god! If there's ever an SPP fighting game, there needs to be
That's
one
my
of Seika's specialists that Seika like command grabs you, throws you onto the ground, then a cat comes, a dog comes, and you get packed by like a million ducks.
You
and
get
then she
juggled. You get juggled by
Yeah.
cat, dog, ducks.
Yeah. It's like cat, dog, and then with a million ducks drilling you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it animated.
That's the super.
I was. I also cried for days over that one.
Oh no! I mean, that one's even more traumatizing because it wasn't
Yeah.
like the other one
It
wasn't
was
even your
instant
fault.
betrayal.
This time you're like, huh?
And it's like animals, you know. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. It's as
I
if
was
Graf killed
horrible.
NeverPaint or something. Two of my favorite pets.
yeah, like I just step on him accidentally.
Just,
He's not.
how could you? How could you step
The
on
bear
him on
steps
accident?
on NeverPaint.
Oh.
Well, I've seen pictures of baby pigeons before, and they don't look like they deserve to live.
Oh, but pigeons are cool.
What a statement.
Look at this. It's not okay. Why does it look like this?
Oh,
But it's like-
I was ready to defend it at all costs, but this is pretty difficult.
But NeverPaint, do you
look
know what
gross.
also looks like shit when they are babies? Baby
Humans?
rabbits. And humans. And literally
Yeah,
every other
I mean,
baby
a lot
ever.
of things. A lot of
Yeah,
things.
everything.
Yeah, except
humans-
baby cats. Baby cats are cute as shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also human babies are pretty nice. I was surprised how good they look.
Pretty
Like
good.
compared to other animal babies.
I'm sorry. Human babies are pretty good, dude.
I feel like as humans we're supposed to like human babies, otherwise that would be like kind of
I feel
stupid.
like
the meme is everybody
NeverPaint is
hates
like
babies.
an alien in disguise.
What do you mean everybody hates babies? Obviously nobody hates babies. Really.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Otherwise,
man.
otherwise,
I hear most people say that opinion. Like, ooh, babies are so ugly, guys. Am I right? Keck,
Am
lol,
I right?
please
Raspberries a
retweet.
baby's stomach? Yeah.
why would anybody get them if they didn't like them?
I mean, babies
'cause-
suck.
well,
to be
they-
fair.
Are we
Trying
gonna
to
to-
save a failing marriage?
Babies suck.
I
They
don't
are
know.
not cute.
Because they
Fuck
forgot what
babies.
sex does?
Yeah, but literally, the babies are like the faces of cute things. That's why
Yeah.
all
I love
cartoon
babies.
characters are
Yeah. I love
cute
babies.
because they have big heads,
Yes.
like babies.
Dormy.
Yes.
Dormy.
But
Oh God,
the first
yeah.
couple
They're so
months,
cute.
babies are like disgusting. Once they are
Yeah,
like
they're-
close
I
to a
don't-
year, they are
I-
a little better.
I don't disagree, but they are also designed to be cute and moe to us,
Yeah.
despite their
Well,
Yeah, that's
If
what
they
I
are
meant.
once
they are
they're
designed to
past
be
the
cute.
sun-dried
Why do they
raisin
look like a
stage,
raisin?
Then
Yeah.
I just made
Exactly.
that comparison.
Exactly.
Oh, we're in sync today.
Stole my thunder.
You know what raisins also are? Sweet.
Aw.
I hate raisins.
You know what other sweet things that are way better than raisins are? Also, it's like that's like saying you could have this
Anything
candy bar,
else.
this delicious candy bar, but you could also have literally the worst sweet thing
Yeah.
that you could have, raisins.
It's okay. You just gotta
Raisins
wait till
are
your
really
Which are
raisin.
Spoonful of sugar.
Chocolate
raisin
covered
goes up
raisins,
into-
fucking great.
I love raisins, but you would never prioritize raisins over any other snack. I don't think.
No, you
I
don't
don't
get
think I
it.
would.
You don't get it, James. Like, chocolate covered raisins are the best shit in the universe.
I'm not talking about. I'm not. That involves the word chocolate. You see, that's a whole world of difference.
Okay,
that's like putting a little hat on a
oatmeal
baby.
raisin
Everybody
cookies,
likes
my
little
jam.
babies with hats.
I would probably
that's in a
choose
cookie
them
format.
on top
That's-
of chocolate cookies.
That's fusing it with
That's in a
something you
cookie
already
format.
like. It's not the same.
Exactly.
I also will eat like raisins from a bag and be happy. So
From a bug?
All I'm trying to say is that I only like eating babies once they're wearing a little like cute clothes or something.
Yeah, when
You
they
just
wear a
say eating
suit.
babies.
I heard eating
Yeah, like
babies.
in my favorite.
You can't prove that.
I guess we can't. I guess there's no possible way that we could do that. Oh well.
you can't prove that. This conversation is not recorded.
It's lost in time, I guess.
Oh well.
Uh,
Oh well.
anyway,
So Graf,
yeah.
you wanted to start something where we work together. We were talking about it this morning or
do we
yesterday. I don't
want- Do we
remember.
want to talk about this already publicly?
I
Do we?
don't know.
I don't
don't
think
know.
so. Cut this out, Alex. Cut it.
Cut it out.
Delete.
Cut it out.
delete,
He's not.
delete.
He's not gonna cut this out.
He's not.
no,
gonna
he
cut it
never
out.
does. the
Now
little
I have to
shit.
cut it out.
There's
Thanks,
nothing
Alex.
happening.
Thanks, Alex, for cutting that out.
Oh, hey, you're welcome. Hold on, I'll do it just now. Wait, this duplicate. Oh, no.
Anyway,
So Graf,
yeah.
you wanted to start something where we work together. We were talking about it this morning.
Speaking of working with people, I've been working with Graf, helping with Paco, helping with this film, this short animated film.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I feel really bad for being a horrible like
No, you
art
weren't.
director.
No, you
Aw.
weren't. I won't let you think that because Paco's pretty organized for the most part, even though there's just a few mistakes because I didn't realize certain things I should have been coloring.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was fun. It was fun working under people. I like working with people as long as I'm not in charge.
Hell yeah, high five, Asha.
Just tell me what to do, I'll do it. And if I see something wrong with the way things are organized, I'll be like, you just fix that. Someone who's like, my job was organizing people, it's annoying.
I was gonna say, isn't that your job?
Yeah, it was, and I was annoyed by it.
But wait, is it not anymore?
Well, no, right now I'm home, but...
right, no, I understand.
But when I was at work, it was just like keeping people on track, and it was annoying. Because I do best at just like keeping my focus on one thing. So like keeping track of like a whole... all these like gears turning and making sure everything's running in order is a nightmare for me. But also I got good at it. I got really good at it doing my job, but it is stressful for me as an airhead.
I don't think it isn't stressful for anybody, but the satisfaction I get from it is worth it.
It outweighs the stress.
Yeah, I mean, just some people are more predisposed to it.
Or you don't like it.
I like it for the final product, not in the process.
Yeah.
I feel that.
For sure.
I also was working on Neverforest with NeverPaint. Because I was avoiding working on my own individual projects.
I was waiting for you to finish because I was about to grill you on that. It's beautiful that you're helping all your friends with all of these fun projects, but like, you gotta prioritize your own shit, Asha. Come on.
Here's the thing. Every time I tried to work on my own things, I hate it immediately and want to die.
Oh no.
I feel you.
High five, Asha.
Relatable, but also like you had to do it.
I hate writing though. So much, and
maybe
working
we
on
should
other
just...
projects is like more practice towards my big goal. So, I know. I'm gonna start.
If you want, we could work together with you on your project.
Huh?
We could help you with the parts that you don't like about your project.
You just organize your project and you have your portfolio.
Aw.
I mean, you're helping us all the time. Maybe you want some help yourself. Maybe we can turn the tables once we're done with our stuff.
Please save me.
I just see you struggling and like you really want to do certain things, but you're skirting around them or avoiding them, and I don't want to bully you into it, but
please bully. Feel free
to
pinch my cheek and go, nah.
Yeah. Or at least make them pay you, you know?
I'm getting paid in exposure. No.
No.
in decent exposure.
I mean, you're getting paid in exposure, but like.
Well, never.
Speaking of exposure, no, I know.
Literally, I'm getting technically something out of it. Also, just practice. Also, just helping him work out through ideas, and also just wait. Remember, NeverPaint. Remember Love's hair? You just realized how weird it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've been working through kind of in the last 2 days. That I like my character Love's hair. I just realized that I always draw it completely wrong and never consistent, and it's really bad.
Yo, dude, guess what?
I always thought that was sort of the point, that she just didn't have a hairstyle. She just has a mop of fur on her head that goes everywhere.
It's not supposed to be like that.
It's supposed
to be a specific hairstyle that I can't draw consistently.
I never noticed.
When I looked at the design, I assumed she had like a clip at the back of her hair and just drew that. I made assumptions immediately. It was just...
That's really good, actually.
For in my hairstyle, she just had... It flows like she has a clip in the back of her, but she doesn't actually. I've never
Maybe she
drawn that.
secretly has like a braid on the
Do you
inside.
guys want to share any sketches of the stuff you've been working on?
Oh yeah, I'd be curious to see like
Can
the
we?
storyboards or something.
Wait. Yeah, sure.
Secret?
No, sure.
It's
Sequence?
it's funny, NeverPaint. I had the exact same issue with Pom Pom for a year. I'm just drawing like different style like every time.
It is specifically
That's interesting.
what I noticed
It
specifically.
seems
is
very
that
iconic
had-
to me, Noodle. I always
had-
remember how it looks.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, NeverPaint.
I had big problems just drawing expressions for love because she didn't have space for her eyebrows because she has zero forehead because it's all covered under hair. And then I actually looked up like parting long hairstyles for women, and they never cover the forehead really, or barely.
Well, yeah, because
hair
they don't
doesn't
have
work
bangs.
like that.
You know?
Yeah. But in my imagination, without looking it up, I just
She's just
assumed that
love
would
is just a
fall.
Wookiee. Confirmed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna change that up now.
I don't get
You
how
getting
you
a haircut?
guys got into that kind of problem. Not to be a dick about it, but like, don't you think about the hair when you design a character? Question mark.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then I forgot about it.
Well,
But
for
if you don't
Pom-Pom,
know
she
how
was-
like
I'm
real hair
getting
works, then you
flashbacks to
can
the
draw
one
it
time. I'm getting flashback to the one time, Seika, you asked NeverPaint like, "What's your mental process when doing this?" And he was like, "I don't have one."
I start with the eye.
Oh no. I'm triggered. I'm getting triggered all over again.
Let's see.
No, I'm glad you guys are working through a more detailed design process and working on the consistency of the characters. I'm very excited to see how this project comes out because I feel like it's probably going to be the best thing you've ever done, NeverPaint. It feels like you're really
It's
getting
supposed
into
to
gear.
be like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I had this revelation recently, which kind of drove me insane. Especially when there was all these like art share threads on Twitter going on, like people posting their best artworks. I noticed that I have like barely any artworks that I'm really proud of, like individual pieces, and I really want to make some. And I mean, this comic's gonna have some of these, but like all my drawings have like some bits of pieces of the stuff that I really like or that I'm good at, but barely I ever like. I feel like I don't show my potential.
I mean, it takes some time.
That's what I usually tell Asha as well. I feel like there's a lot of sketching going on and not a lot of like really fucking going all out on one thing. I want to see like I want to see something that represents who you truly are, something that represents the peak of your current capabilities.
And I want to make
You know what I
something
mean?
like that. If I ever get
Well, I was
past
referring to NeverPaint
the
specifically,
hating myself
but you too.
phase of all long projects.
Yeah, it's interesting, Asha. I don't think I've ever seen like something finished by you that didn't look like one of your sketches. I honestly feel like you and James have like sort of like the opposite problem, where James tends to spend too much time finishing things and you spend too much time not finishing things.
That's
Hey,
what,
I have to say, I have been sketching a lot recently. I have been
I know,
better
I mean,
about it. I
I'm
just don't post them.
I know the solution. We just have to grab James' brain and Asha's and just mash it
Mix them
together.
together.
And Freaky
And
Friday.
then we're gonna have the
Well,
perfect
that's why we
artist.
should work together. That's why we
that's
should
why
work
you
on a
should
project.
be my writer. God damn it.
What do you think I was suggesting earlier, you dummy?
Aggressive.
Could have just said it.
I just want to work
Well,
with these.
I could also work on other things or help with other things. It doesn't have to be specifically writing, but I know that's what Asha would like. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my cable.
Yeah. All right. Should we go through the Neverforest concept stuff?
Yeah. I want you guys to talk a little about the things you have been doing in specific, if you want.
Oh, Sure. So, okay. Wait. Okay, the first thing is just the hair thing that we talked about earlier. That I was trying to get her hair out of her forehead.
Honestly, now that I think about it, I also assumed she had like a clip.
Yeah, because that's how very long.
Because that's what
works.
it looks like.
I thought it was a clip. Is there not a clip? I'm confused.
There was not a clip originally.
Oh, okay.
It's like that.
I always assumed like she had like longer pieces of hair on the front of her face that she tucked like behind her ear, and then the rest of her hair like fell on top of that. I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly. But yeah.
I'm also not sure. Wait, I'm gonna show you an original picture from the Neverforest comic 2019. This is what the back of her hair looked like. Wait, it's not showing on Discord for some reason.
Yeah, the link's not going.
Oh no.
Probably just taking a second.
That's too sad.
That's no good. Oh, it's loading.
I clicked on it. It doesn't seem to be loading.
Yeah, it's taking a sec. Oh, it's hair.
Oh, now I see it. That's different hairstyle.
Yeah, that was okay. It changed massively. It changed massively during the production of the comic.
I really like the 90s anime flip on the front of her head.
Yeah, I can see that.
Those are the best. I have to actively avoid adding the little anime flip because I'm like, I could. It's just I like the
too much of a weeb. Can't control yourself.
Yeah.
I mean that's like Pom Pom's signature, like fucking spike that comes out in the forward, right?
Yeah.
Like she has the thingy.
Her because of her accident.
What?
No, just kidding.
Anyway, point is, I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have something that I worked on this week that's related to Neverforest.
Oh.
Ooh, why is it?
I finally finished the logo for the comic, which
yes.
I worked together on with NeverPaint.
Are we allowed to see it already?
What?
Yeah, sure. If you
Well,
want to show.
I was about to ask. I was going to mention that the work process was a little complicated because, first of all, I had trouble at the start and I couldn't figure it out. And then once I figured it out, I just stopped working on it for like 3 weeks because I got really involved in video games and just didn't work on anything for a while. And then I came back to it and we figured it out. We decided on the colors. It was great. But yeah, I was going to ask, is it okay to post it now?
Yeah.
I don't think that many people are going to see it anyway.
Oh,
no.
I mean, we have like an average of roughly 80 to 100 people that watch the show. That's
yeah,
not a
I
lot of
know.
Yeah.
Lately, it's even
How
lower,
many people
so-
you think will read the comic though?
More than that, probably.
Feel free to show it.
Shoot for the
500,
moon.
1,000,
Gonna
a
announce it
million.
soon, anyways.
Okay, so basically, the way the logo works is it's colored depending on the area that the forest, that the comic's taking place in. So, for example, there's an area called Forest.
The names are not official, by the way. That's work in progress names.
Yeah.
Forest?
So the colors of the trees and the logo, as well as the sky gradient in the background, are meant to represent the colors of the area. And there's 4 versions of the logo, each one for a different area that's going to take place in the comic, so that the beginning of the chapter in each area is going to have the logo in a different color.
Nice.
And
Oh,
you
that's
also
a
have
good idea.
these like small logo signature thingies that are more
Icons.
compact. They're sick. You can put them on promo art or stuff like that.
Oh,
Or
wow.
stickers.
Yeah, the idea is to have a small icon for you to be able to use in small spaces, like maybe the corner of a page or a sticker or
a loading screen,
a T-shirt, or a loading screen, for example, or just merch like maybe like a fucking notebook or whatever, and then you have the bigger one for the actual chapter titles and stuff like that.
So wait, who can I contact?
It could be on a notebook. It's amazing.
I've seen them the other day because James showed them to me, and I'm still cracks me the fuck up that the work in progress name of one of the areas is just beach.
Beach.
It's a type of wood.
Trees. It's a beach forest.
Like it makes sense.
So James, we're gonna get in contact with the person who made these.
Oh, well, you see, I do graphic design commissions. My name's James Tolbert. Follow me on Twitter. You already know this if you're this far into the episode.
Pretty fucking good.
I also finished another commission this week. This one was for May, from Pantsu Party. She does anime-themed YouTube videos, and she's doing this challenge this May where she's going to release a video every single day of May. And she put a little bit of a headhunt out for people to send her their work, and she was going to pay them for a logo, and she chose me. So I did this quick little logo for her called Maymaymay. May she make a video in May? Will she? May she? We'll see. It has the iconography of the striped panties, which is her main thing, on a big heart, which also is a butt.
Nice.
That's perfect.
Oh.
You know that all the
I
hearts
did
are
not
butts
see
originally.
What?
I'm pretty sure the heart symbol is based on a butt. Like,
I feel like I heard that sometime in high school.
I heard that as well.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Something that was really fun about this, though, is that I just see May suddenly post a picture on Twitter where she's fucking printed out the logo and made a T-shirt. She made a T-shirt with my logo, so that there's now a T-shirt with my logo on it in the Digibro household, and that's just really cool for me. I just really enjoy that idea.
It looks
I like
really
the
cool
fact
on
that
a
you
T-shirt
found that
too.
out through me.
Oh, I forgot to say, thank you, Asha, for giving me this opportunity and being on Twitter at all, which I'm not. And just being like, hey, this is happening, and I got it thanks to you. Good girl.
you were also like the
Speaking-
only person who posted examples on a retweet. And
That's true.
And everyone else was a fucking bot.
That's not even true. I saw Nexus posting his rocket
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
sure.
there were a couple that were legit designers, but none of them posted work. They were all like, DM me for more information. Just fucking post 4 images and let her decide. If you're trying to get a job, you don't want to make them do the work of DMing you.
Yeah.
Just give them what they want to see on a silver platter, and they'll go to you.
But there were legitimately a
frustrating,
few
but I'm
bots
glad.
under these, because I looked at a few
There were,
profiles,
yeah.
and just pages that posted same image. I can do this. DM me to like 50 accounts a day. And this,
Oh, for sure.
What the hell? Why?
Can I say, working with people, I'm gonna start preaching this. I'm gonna continue to preach this. Twitter is so much better than Instagram.
Yes.
Like-
Yes. I fucking love
Whatever.
Twitter.
It's so
Also,
good.
Before we stray too far from the topic, James, also like I sympathize with that thing about people having to sell themselves better, but also like if you want a job done, you should probably scout for work you like and hire that person in the first place. But yeah, continue.
But wait, what do you mean by that, Seika? Sorry, no. Do you mean that she should have like approached someone directly in the first place instead of like putting out a call and then have people
Yeah,
do
she
it?
should have just looked for graphic designers and see whose work she liked and contact that person in specific. Which I'm glad she didn't, because that means you got the work and the job
Yeah.
and that's cool. But like, you know,
A lot of companies do that. A lot of companies are like, we have this thing that we want done, put out a notice and have a bunch of people apply for it, like a contest. That's a very common way to find an employee.
If
Yeah,
you
but
want
a
to
more
find like,
common
new
way
people, that's a good way.
but you,
Well,
yeah,
a more
but you-
common way is to go up to a person who sells goods and buy them.
Yep.
Yeah. I walk up to the Digibro household in
I mean, I feel like
Southern
I
America and
respect-
open my big coat full of logos, and I'm like, dude, would you like this one?
I feel like I
Like this
respect
logo.
people who approach artists and designers and like ask for a quote way more than the people who just put a call out there in
Yeah.
general, you know. But yeah.
That's for sure.
Sorry, Noodle, what were you going to say?
Twitter's good. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So Twitter allows for things like this, and it allows for like having conversation as opposed to just like putting comment sections on one image like on Instagram. Instagram's got reach. I'm not going to deny that. But like Twitter just has a culture at this point. If it gets too popular, it won't.
But I mean,
it has
does Instagram really have a reach? That's the question. Because if you're not popular-ish, even if you comment under someone who is looking for something, you're less likely to ever get seen at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually, and the thing is, it tracks like the worst. It's not a place, at least in my experience, for collaboration. Because like I remember
Yeah.
looking at Ugly Patch. Shout out to Ugly Patch, one of his posts on Instagram, and someone on the bottom wrote, "I like your stuff. Check out my art here." And I just told him, "Shut up, like go away."
Why?
That's why.
Because it's-
why are you mean on
because it is-
Instagram?
Because
It's the equivalent of the
Don't-
people who go to your art on Twitter and post their own art under your art. It's disrespectful and weird.
Guys,
Yeah.
you don't see the true world of Instagram. The true Instagram happens on Telegram, where all the communities are like forming and like supporting each other.
What's
Did you
Telegram?
not know?
Telegram
like
is a
WhatsApp,
WhatsApp
but-
alternative,
yeah.
but like.
Yeah.
This is some boomer shit, dude.
What's that got to
No,
do with Instagram?
Imagine having to go
Because-
to a completely different platform in order to fit a community on a social media app.
Okay, guys.
That's how Instagram engagement groups work. They meet on Telegram because it's moddable. Not moddable. Yeah, moddable. So they are like bots that see that everyone likes everyone else's stuff, and so you artificially increase the likes on all the posts in that group.
That sounds so stupid.
Yeah, it
Imagine
is
being an
stupid.
engagement group.
But that sounds like you don't want to be on Instagram. Then you
Yeah.
want to be somewhere where
It's-
stuff is happening.
It's really strange to me because I feel like Instagram could be so much better for communication if people started using stories the way they could use them, because you can really engage with people through the story function. I
give
love
them
Look at all the
I love
all the
going through the
Instagram
stories.
buddies, posting stories and engaging with people constantly. Learn from them.
Yeah, and it's I think I would prefer that over Twitter because I do not like Twitter. I hate it. I don't
I feel
want
like
to talk
Twitter
to
is
people
way
there.
more straightforward in general
My
on
mind
Twitter.
It's also a mess.
Not once you get used to it. Instagram, even if when you get used to it, is still a mess, and it's impossible to see what you want to see because of the hell of an algorithm that runs it. You know.
Also,
I
yeah,
that's
feel
why
like
I
see every
gave
post
up
by
on
everybody
Instagram.
else.
All right, let me quickly give context to telling that guy shut up. He didn't even compliment Ugly Patch's stuff. He just said, "Check out my art
okay.
here."
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's no good. Then.
Yeah, I know.
but then-
I think I did that too once. I just said no.
Yeah, but because I was like, man, Ugly Patch is good. What is this person? But then I messed up because that person immediately like went to my most recent post and I just wrote the exact same thing. And I was like, damn.
Got that
Oh no,
bots.
you got infected.
I like this guy.
No,
It's like a zombie.
it's the
Just
worst.
determination. I respect
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I understand
No,
the
that's
hustle,
some
but also it's so lame.
shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
But also, the thing on Instagram is I have a bunch of weird Instagram followers that are just like oldish people from obscure countries that have been following me for years and like every post. That's kind of cool. I don't have something like that on Twitter. There are a lot
Maybe
of
you just don't
weirder
notice
people.
it on.
I don't have anything on anywhere.
Aw.
What do I do?
Well, you have to be more active.
But you get
Yeah,
commission, so
I know the answer. I know the answer.
Make a logo a day and post it.
The
That's
answer
how
is
it
post. I'm not making a logo a day, but I could post drawings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of working with people, I've been doing a lot of drop pile recently. In fact, I really want to do one this week, and I think I'm going to do one with Alex. and Graf.
I wanna be on those draw files. Where are they happening?
Well, I did one with Spork the other day. I don't know. I haven't been doing them inside the SVP circle, but I would like to do them inside the SVP circle because I've realized that drawing thing. Oh yeah, we did one in for Sketch with Us. Drawing like a big landscape where everybody just bullshits around and tries to be as creative as possible is one of my favorite things ever. I don't have to worry about drawing good characters or anatomy. I can just worry about making fun ideas with good colors, and the people with actual skill will fill in the blanks for me. It's great. And that's my take on Draw Pile.
It's not like you added nothing to the drawing in terms of skill.
No, obviously I'm joking.
Yeah.
Speaking of filling in spaces, can I go on a little tangent? Can I change the topic for a second?
I mean,
you know what? Only because you
have
have
something very on topic right now.
We've been going for an hour.
After your topic, we should probably go to Sketch with Us.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've spent like the last two entire days just putting up posters in my room because I ordered. I ordered like around 100 posters, and it's great. It's horrible, but it's great. And my whole room is like a big, giant anime collage now.
Are they on the ceiling, NeverPaint? This is what I need to know. Are they on the ceiling?
Not yet.
No!
Please post pictures sometime.
No,
There's still room on the walls.
I'm gonna post pictures like until the show notes for this are done. But I mean, I have like 2 walls covered. One is half covered because I left some space for my fan art wall because it's supposed to be growing at some point. And yeah. And surprisingly, I got all my posters on the walls. I thought there were too many, but my walls are bigger than I thought. And that has been a lot of fun. It's like a big puzzle game without a concrete solution, but I just start putting a poster somewhere where I would like it to have it, and then
it's like a big collage.
And then I build it from there and see which colors go together and which, like the ones that have a lower print quality go up higher, and the
NeverPaint. You're talking about graphic design right now.
Yeah.
You are. You scoundrel, you. And you wanted to hate it, but you like it deep down.
I mean,
it's
cool anime posters, not shapes.
The cool anime posters can be reduced to like shapes as well as anything else.
All paintings,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, you would be freaked out by all the little inaccuracies that I have here.
Just tell me I win. Just tell me I win.
It's okay. Doesn't mean I have to like vector graphics.
That's fine.
Yeah. And that has been a lot of fun, and I actually have a room now that I like a lot.
Your room is sick, and I'm jealous.
Agreed, It is pretty sick.
Yes. Be jealous, everyone. Thank you.
Yes.
I am
very
much
jealous.
Oh yeah, and also I've just printed these posters out for like very cheap, and I had like a poster downloading website that I got all these in pretty high quality, and it's great. It's like all posters that I really like, not just some random ones that I got somewhere.
What kind of paper did you use?
It's like photo paper.
Oh, awesome! That's awesome.
So it's nice.
You should look great.
Very high quality. It's like
it's
like €1 for one smallish one, and up to 4 for the biggest one.
Sounds about right. That's still pretty affordable, to be honest.
It's very affordable.
Am I the only one that hates the idea of putting posters on the wall? Not because they don't look cool, but because they will get ruined unless they are in a frame or something. But also I can't justify a frame for a poster unless I like it a lot.
Yeah, same. I don't like frames and posters a lot.
I feel like you could do it well.
Art print or
yeah.
It's just I don't see good examples of it a lot of the time. Like people tend to get the really cheap frames and it kind of looks silly.
I mean, a really simple frame will look cool. That doesn't detract from the poster, but still protects it. I guess that's the idea in general. I don't want an opulent gold frame, you know?
Not like a family
for your
photo.
Nina Mori poster.
Yeah.
That'd be
I just
sick.
wanted to not die instantly, I guess.
Oh, what anime character would you put like an opulent frame for?
Noodle.
Some JoJo bullshit.
Funnily enough,
Zero
in
Two
our
from Darling in the Franxx.
in our apartment kitchen, we have a framed picture of Jesus, Haruhi, and Madoka. The three of them. all
That
over
deserves
the-
a gold opulent frame.
That's awesome. I love
I
it.
posted a picture of it
amazing.
somewhere.
Yeah, I remember that picture.
Please, if we could find it, please share that. In the show
Yeah.
notes.
Do you
Yes,
still have the
please.
big, the gigantic Hachikuji cutout that you did?
Yeah, that's on my door.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
God, I'm so jealous. I wish I lived alone so badly. You have no idea how
Eventually.
it feels to
Yeah.
to be quarantined with your parents. Like, I was already getting cabin fever. I was already feeling like wanting my own place, and now there's like maybe an hour of privacy a day. There's always activity around me. There's always my parents in some nearby room where I can't
Damn.
speak because I know they're going to hear me and listen to my conversations. They're probably listening to the podcast right now.
Oh, no.
I need
Live
I
audience.
Need
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Are the walls that
Hello.
thin?
Yes, they really are in my house.
Oh,
Oh, that's
no.
bad. I mean, I was also
I-
with my parents for over a month, but they just didn't bother me. I could just disappear to my room for all day.
I mean,
I
We see
wish
at dinner.
my
James,
parents
you're
were
just
like
on that transitional period of your life where you should be like feeling these feelings and eventually moving out, but like it just hit you at the worst possible time to be just
Yeah.
locked inside.
Well, I was ready to be in Korea for like 4 months and not see my parents for a while, and then the opposite happened. So it's kind of fucked.
It is. That is an absolute bummer, dude. I feel sorry, dude. Because I
I need to
sucks.
stop mentioning it on every episode. Let's move on.
Okay.
Pat.
Yeah. Is it that time? Is it that glorious time in the segment of the show, the thing?
The one where we don't have entries for this week? Why, yes, it is.
Ah, fuck. Good thing I just made one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you draw this while listening to us? Because that could be working together. We inspired you to.
Here, I'll post it.
Okay, what did you make?
Whoa,
I was just drawing this the whole
Whoa.
time.
skulls.
Sick.
Whoa.
Skullgirls.
Ooh, that's
Both.
pretty cool. Nice.
And why
I'm
are
amazed that
they
you can
your
draw
They
into
have
a
in there.
podcast.
Well, it's just doodling. Just I don't know.
I love the aesthetic of clutter schools together.
That's
It's
very clean
so
doodling.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good doodle. You're very good
thanks.
at Noodle.
That's what I do. That's how I trained.
I
Was
noodle
not doing
doodle.
schoolwork, just drawing.
Noodle
I
doodles.
would like for Noodle to doodle my poodle.
My
Newdlebomb. Are you talking about death a lot?
yeah, and how much I want to die.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Coco.
Relatable, but please
Wait,
no.
when the skull,
Yeah.
when the skull
I thought this was just Mexican iconography.
when the skull
same
out the
thing.
door.
Oh yeah.
I love him.
But yeah, we're not getting sketch with his entries. My
Yeah,
goodness.
this
Maybe
Well-
because we
Well,
didn't
we
post the
usually
last
do, but-
episode on Twitter or something.
I
Oh.
did, but like the sketch with
No.
the sing didn't get posted for some reason.
Exactly.
Probably because I was
forgot
cripplingly
about it.
depressed at the time.
Aw.
But yeah,
I don't know about this. I've been gone for so long.
it's fine.
I'm sorry.
back.
Yeah, no, don't be sorry. It's all just circumstance.
Anyway,
Just be like that sometimes.
I wonder what the reason is for us not getting entries.
Well, we got a lot of them last week.
We haven't been promoting
decent amount.
ourselves enough.
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna
like,
say-
I would
That's
like
the
to
same.
know what would make the sketch with us attractive for listeners.
I was thinking about that the other day, and that's how I came up with the idea that I was trying to discuss to do the changing of the channel name. In fact, I was going to bring it up once we finish the recording so we could finally get it out of the way and do it.
Wait, is this the same thing I proposed a while ago where I just wanted the channel to be called Sketchy People HQ so we're not just a podcast and people pay attention to Sketch with us?
No, it's what we were discussing in Builder's Hut, but that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I haven't read that.
No,
I'll go read them later.
Well, please read it and chip in, guys. I think it's a decent idea for people to be reminded, at least.
Anyway,
No, I think
okay.
we have to push unrelated.
We should talk about
we have
this
to push on
afterwards.
Sketch with Us. Audience, if you wanna propose ideas for Sketch with Us of things you wanna draw and participate on, just leave them in the comments. Thank you.
I would like to know what would make it attractive for you to send stuff in.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Let's actually do this on a poll in the plaza, because that's where our most
active dudes are.
Yeah. Maybe we should organize a poll.
Also join the Sketchy People Plaza link in the description.
Yeah, join our Discord.
Yes. Very active place. Movie nights, comic jams, all sorts of stuff happening. Cool people.
And honestly, it's cool to just have people around to meet. Like we're all together in this podcast because we all wanted to meet cool artists, and the Plaza has been a great place for that. Yes. If you want to meet cool artists,
which I don't. Leaves.
I hate it. I hate working with people.
Anyway, guys, I believe we've reached the end of the rope. We have reached the point where we're just talking inside baseball, so we might as well say goodbye for tonight.
Sounds reasonable.
Baseball.
Remember to follow us on Twitter, join the Sketchy People Plaza, watch Sketch with Us, send us your entries. Bye.
You guys want to see a cool vape trick?
Bye.